Argue a pedestrian precinct or an area for people to walk in needs to stay. They say it provides a tourist attraction and can showcase or show the best qualities of the city's heritage buildings. Listen again.
But support for the idea isn't unanimous. Some argue a pedestrian precinct needs to remain to provide a tourist attraction and to showcase the city's heritage buildings.
The city's heritage buildings are old buildings with historical or artistic value. Heritage buildings are protected from being knocked down. Some people think that keeping cars out of the Flinders Mall will attract tourists and show the best qualities of Townsville's beautiful historic buildings. But people like the Mayor say that bringing cars back into malls has worked in other cities and will work in Townsville. And I wonder who'll win this debate. If you'd like to listen to the arguments again, just go to our website. While you're there, you can join the Nexus Club.
Tuesday.
Get theatre on standby, wouldn't you?
Feel the heartache.
I'm so sorry.
Experience the pure
I
emotion.
just hate seeing you do this to yourself.
Yeah, well then stay the hell out of it, Bart.
And discover the award-winning drama.
I'm not going to admit to something that I did not do.
All new, All Saints, Tuesday.
InSearch provides recognised courses that lead to university degrees. I didn't have difficulty compared with some of my friends who had not had the opportunity to study at InSearch. Going to InSearch built my confidence and my skills base. These courses are a pathway to enter university. The lecturers were professional and had great knowledge of the industry.
Wednesday.
Things are changing and it's a nice change.
Enter the world of India's education system.
It was great, look at this, it's great.
Follow their highs and lows.
Mom, no mom.
Their hopes and dreams.
Like, big hug.
It's India's next generation.
It is survival of the fittest.
I'm definitely looking good in the future.
I feel great, I want to dance.
Experience Indian School. Wednesday on Australia Network.
Hello, welcome to Study English IELTS Preparation. I'm Margot Politis. We're going to look at articles today, indefinite articles a and an, and the definite article the. But first, let's meet an oceanographer. She's talking about using underwater devices to predict weather patterns. See if you can hear her using articles while she talks about monsoons.
The monsoon gets a lot of its energy from the equatorial and subtropical Indian Oceans. Dr. Susan Widgefalls, an oceanographer from Australia's CSIRO, is hoping that by measuring the state of the Indian Ocean in those areas, scientists will be able to learn something about monsoon predictability.
Predicting the monsoon is a very difficult thing, and yet it impacts on millions and millions of people, and so we think that if we can predict the monsoon usefully, we could make a real difference. We know from El Niño that it's a fully global system, so you can't just study one small part of the ocean and solve these problems. You really need a global integrated observing system, and the Argo program is the first real big ocean attempt to do that, and it's the float technology that's allowed us to even think about doing this.
Using articles before nouns is one of the most difficult things about learning English. You can choose between indefinite articles, a and an, the definite article the, or no article at all. Let's start with the indefinite articles a and an. The rule is that a is used before words starting with a consonant, and an is used before words starting with a vowel. So we have a banana, but an apple. There are a couple of exceptions to the rule. Where the consonant H is not pronounced, we use an. So we say a happy man, but an honest man. The H is not pronounced, so honest sounds like it starts with a vowel. And where the vowel U is pronounced y, we use a. So we say an umbrella, but a user because user sounds like it begins with a Y. A and an are only used with singular nouns. We use some with plural nouns. The indefinite articles a or an are used to refer to indefinite things, things that aren't specific. You use them when you're referring to any member of a group of things. The indefinite article does not refer to a particular thing, but one out of many possible things. If I say, I would like a banana, I just want any banana, it doesn't matter which one. Let's look at an example of indefinite articles from the clip.
Predicting the monsoon is a very difficult thing, and yet it impacts on millions and millions of people, and so we think that if we can predict the monsoon usefully, we could make a real difference.